Hey everyone, I'm Dan Black and welcome to Mpowertube. Today I'm with one of the most passionate and inspirational masters known all over the world, Sensei Benny the Jet Urquidez. Sensei Benny, welcome back to Australia.
Thank you much.
Thanks so much for being on Mpowertube. In our series, Sensei, we talk about mindset, mindfulness and spirituality and how they relate to the martial arts. And Sensei, I'd like to ask you, how important is having the right mindset in and out of the ring?
Well, you know, when we talk about mindset, to be specific in mindset means on actually what I want to do. And if we are talking about concentrating on one thing, that is, focus to me is about, you know, the concentration of what it is that you're doing. The concentration of what it is you're doing is almost going into a meditation. The concentration meditation is actually teaching your mind to focus on one thing. That means learning to get out of your way. But to get out of your way is you need to be able to program that by redoing it over and over again so your body understands what it is when you say focus in that mindset of what it is that you want to accomplish or get out of. Then that is a meditation state to me, where I meditate into this set of what, whether I'll be fighting, whether I'd be performing, whether I'd be teaching, whether I'd be dancing, I don't care what it is, but that mindset is, to me, is a concentration meditation, to me. So to get into that state, I use 3 different types of meditations. The one that you're talking about is the concentration meditation is to what it is that I want to do. And getting into what it is I want to do is, to me, is to be able to concentrate on one single thing. In other words, get out of my way. Learn to get out of my way, that there's only one thing that I'm focusing on. And in that, usually I would say, how do I prepare for that? Maybe I would say, this work account meditation. Account meditation means a focus on what it is. And maybe I will count from 100 to 0, starting 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, and work my way down to 0. But if I should make a mistake on 99, 94, 90, and I go, oh, I got to start again. Because the reason for starting again is because you're teaching your mind to stay on the course of 100 to 0. And if you can stay on the course, because every time you mess up, if you mess up in the 90s, that means your mind's all over the place. Wow. And if you mess up in the 80s, that means you start with a good mindset, but then something pops in your head and you mess up on the count. If you go to the 70s, that means you're actually concentrated on staying on course of that mind. And then you go down to the 60s. And each time, if you can get down to 0 without making a mistake, that means your mind, and you got out of your way and you concentrated on one thing. So you're teaching your mind to concentrate on that one single thing. So using a count meditation, counting from 100 to 0, teaches you how to concentrate on one single thing, whatever it may be. So you're getting your mind set to whatever it is that you're going to do. That's what I call the concentration meditation.
Wow, thank you, Sensei. So may I also ask, so do you have mind talk, self-talk, mind chat, or these techniques that you share? Is it just that?
Well, once I get into knowing, so now for myself, when I concentrate on one thing, I go right into what? Because I train my mind to concentrate on that single thing.
Right.
But if you're one that is all over the place, then I just showed you a way to train your mind to be on that one single thing. So the concentration meditation is at the beginning how to get there. Once your mind is used to being concentrated on one single thing and that mindset of what it is you're out to do, your mind can go right to it quickly. And that's awesome. where I trap my mind. I don't have to say, okay, clear and delete.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of people use clear and delete means, okay, clear all that, whatever it is in my head, delete it, and then start fresh. But sometimes that doesn't work. So you have to really, this day and age, there's too much things happening.
Yes.
Too much noise, too loud,
Yes.
too many things passing your eyes, too many movements is happening. So that type of meditation of mindset means that you have to go to what's happening right now and learning how to get out of your way that you can go there. And that's what I just told you. The concentration meditation is the best way to teach your mind to be in one place, concentrating on whatever it is that you want to set your mind and your goals on at that time.
So, since I've been the mindset really then meshes to the mindfulness. My friend Richard Norton speaks of the importance of stillness and being trying to be in the now and appreciate your surroundings. Nowadays, everyone's on their phones and walking and looking and not being present. People have various conditions such as depression and anxiety. The world's suffering from these ailments. Depression, they're looking backwards. Anxiety, they're looking forwards. How do you, these techniques that you share, this is how you stay in the present and stay so fit and in great shape as well?
Well, like I said, being mindful, first of all, is you're looking at your environment of where you're at. It's almost like people just go and sit down and is not aware of who's around, what's going on. They're just there. Or a lot of people that are mindful, but to get to that point, you have to have a practice. And the practice to get there is what I showed you.
Yes,
the concentration meditation is to concentrate what it is. And that's a beginning. To be mindful means now that my mind is set, I cleared and deleted all that that's going on in my head, I'm able to be and go to a place because I practiced to be in that moment.
Yes,
but that's a practice. It's not something you just come and say, okay, clear and delete, and then everything goes away.
Sure.
Because it's not.
Yes.
As you're an open channel to everybody else's emotions because you're connecting and you're feeling, even though you don't know them.
Yes.
You're an open channel and you're connecting to anger, you're connecting to people's frustrations and so forth, people's fears, all the way around you. But to clear from that, instead of saying, you and I are in a restaurant, now if I want to be with you, to be mindful to what you're saying to me, then I got to clear all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got to clear all the connection that I'm feeling from everybody else. Instead of looking at you, talking to you and saying, man, that person's pretty loud, he's mad, and this and that. So now I'm no longer with you. I'm with everybody.
Yes.
Yet we're in the restaurant together, but I'm with everybody because I'm picking up everybody's energy.
Yes.
To be mindful of that is you got to practice that. You got to practice knowing that I'm here with you. If I'm here with you, to be with you, I got to connect to you, and the only way I can do that, I got to delete all the rest of the stuff. But to delete that means I have to have practice doing it. I can't just say, okay, delete and clear everybody else, and just you and me is here. I need practice to do that. I can do that. I can go to a restaurant and clear everybody because why? First of all, it's not that they don't exist. Because again, if I cleared it and everybody doesn't exist, and we have a terrorist, or we have somebody going to rob, and I'm picking up this bad energy that I can feel that wants to do something. And if I clear that, shame on me, because me picking up on this energy, and I cleared it, and then he ends up hurting and robbing and doing whatever, when I could have done something. So being mindful means, to me, is being able to be with you. I'm here with you.
Yes.
I'm breaking bread with you, not everybody else. But I'm also
You're aware.
aware of energies that warns me.
Yes.
When I pick up an energy that's warning me is not a good energy, then usually I would move my chair, and if it's behind you, I can see clearly as I'm talking to you.
Yes.
But if it's on the side of me, I like to move my chair. Then I may be, yes, I'm talking to you, yes, I'm with you, but I can see this energy. If this energy starts to grow, there's an energy. Then I'm warning. There's an energy here that it's uncomfortable, and so if I make a move, I'll tell you. Then this is the reason for it. Otherwise, I'm with you. So be mindful in your area, but you gotta practice that.
Of course.
So I just gave you a concentration, a meditation to actually teach your body how to be in one place, but at the same time, being aware of your surroundings as well too.
Thank you, Sensei. Fighting spirit is, I think, intrinsically embedded into your DNA. However, spirituality, how does that then, how do you bring that into your day-to-day world in the martial arts, whether you're empowering, teaching, training? How relevant and how important is that in your world?
Well, first of all, the art of war is mental, is physical, is spiritual, it's character, that all energy that does attack. If you're only aware of an external, which is a physical, attack, then that's all you're aware of. But there's also other warfares going on. That you have spiritual warfare where somebody is really has an evil spirit that has a hate, has and a bitter and so forth, and you can feel attack when somebody's looking and shooting this type of energy at you, and it's not a healthy. It's a dark energy. Spiritual warfare is about the dark side, always around. Always around. If you're not aware of it, then usually how people are aware of it through somebody, through a human being, physical shell that moves with this evilness, and you can feel that. But sometimes that kind of warfare is quiet. It alerts, it's always around, and it's always circling. It always waits for its moment. And when it waits for its moment, it shows up. So it gives us opportunity to see that kind of darkness, which is, when I say spiritual warfare, is when somebody comes with really intent to hurt, and want to capture you, want to capture your mind, your body, or your soul, wants to capture it. And you can feel that in people. And you can, and it doesn't matter, male or female, you can feel that in people, their intent, that spiritual darkness. And you're saying, okay. So usually, when I feel that kind and being aware of that, I said, so how do we practice knowing that darkness?
So that intuitiveness, that intuition.
That's right. How do, we see, how do we interpret? He's angry, he's frustrated, he's mad, or there's an intent that wants to hurt. It wants to do damage. Whether it knows you or not, you can feel that right off the bat. It wants to hurt, and it wants to do damage, whether it be in any which way. And you can tell that, and it usually comes in with people in the shell of a person, or it alerts around, and you can feel it in the air. So this is an uncomfortable place. It makes me feel edgy, and I'm not comfortable.
Yes.
But it's easier to see it on somebody with that kind of energy. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it, that it is just his body language. You can see that kind of energy that alerts around you. So spiritual warfare sometimes is easier to see in people. But people feel it, okay, spiritual warfare, people feel it, but they don't know what it is. They said, why am I feeling uncomfortable? Why am I feeling edgy? I'm uncomfortable, I got this. And it's only because they're feeling this energy that they're uncomfortable with and they don't like it. They can't see it, but they're feeling it and they don't know what it is. So always the question is, why am I feeling this? I said, is that your intentions? Is that your character to feel like that? I said, no. Is your character to think that way? I said, no. I said, so what makes you think it's yours?
Wow.
Because that's what I'm feeling. I said, but what makes you think it's yours? So a lot of times we don't understand what we're feeling, this and that, but because it's in our head, because it's in our body, we're thinking it's ours. And not necessarily it's ours. We're just responding to that emotion of what we're feeling.
Yeah.
And how we do it is always, the point is, the word, why am I? Okay, so you point the finger right back at you.
All about
Hey,
self.
you're looking at yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and so my question to you, is that your character to think that? I said, no. I said, is that your character to feel like that? He said, no. I said, so what makes you think it's yours? Because that's what I'm feeling. I said, but what makes you think it's yours? And if it's not yours, what do you do with it? That, you know, because again, everybody always, okay, that's a great idea, this and this, but give me the solution.
That's it.
I'm not into an idea, I'm
Yeah.
into a solution.
Yeah.
Give me the solution.
Yeah.
What do I do with it? What, you know, how do I deal with that? So I said, it's not about dealing, it's about knowing the power. Okay? Knowing the power that you have, that you can take those thoughts are not of yours, and you can actually create like a backpack with an iron box in it, and it's invisible. And every time you feel those negative thoughts,
Yeah.
that bad feeling, you can verbally say, get behind me, jump in that box.
That's a great analogy.
Exactly. So
That's
you can
awesome.
tell that energy, get in
Brilliant.
that thought, I will deal with you later.
Yeah, great.
So automatically you're teaching those negative thoughts to get out of your head, get away from me, you're in that box, I'll deal with you later. But when that box get overfills,
Yeah.
because there's so many different attacks of sad, mad, angry, all kinds of different type of energies that are attacking, and it's always thinking, why am I? Or I got some really bad feelings. I say, what do you do with it? Put that energy, lock it in that box at night, go into the screen of your mind, see yourself taking this box with a big fire,
Yeah.
big fireplace, take that box, throw it in there, burn it,
Awesome.
and then do that daily. Why? Because in the morning when I get up, automatically, my first words, thank you for another day, that I may do the things I love doing,
Yes.
and be with people I love being with.
Uh,
And then, as I get up, I said, hey, box,
yeah.
hey, so in my imagine, not only I'm jumping into a suit of almost Titan suit that nothing connects to it, it bounces, any negative bounces off me.
Yes.
So I'm wearing, you know, an invisible suit
Yes.
that nobody can see. And then as I put my clothes on, this and that, but I feel I have this suit that nothing's sticking to me. Titanium suit, just nothing sticks, it bounces off me. But when it hits my head, thoughts that are not of mine, I demand it. Jump in that box, I'll deal with you later. And then at night, I make it a ritual. Okay? In my meditation, as I lay down, I picture myself walking, see this big fireplace, huge fireplace outdoors. I take this backpack off, I throw it in there, and then I go into my workshop, which only place that can be in my workshop is my maker, who I call my maker, and I can
Yes.
enter this workshop.
Yeah.
Okay? And so a lot of people call it church, a lot of people call it out there. I said, call it whatever you want. To me, it's my workshop.
Wow.
It's where I go to rejuvenate, re-heal, reconnect. It's where I get my gifts from when I come out of my workshop. Because in that workshop, all the gifts that I came in this world with is where I'm able to gather, take what I need, and come out of my workshop. because when I come out of my workshop, it's covered, okay? It's covered in light. There's no negative entity can enter it other than me and my maker. So when I come out of it, my body only knows what the maker is, what the commander is sending. So therefore I can walk, clear any delete, any negative, because I know that is not my walk, that is not mine. So I don't connect to it. In other words, it's not my reality. When I see somebody, hey, feeling negative, mad, this and that, I see it. But because it's not my reality, I don't connect to that. So if it should come my way, and and all this and this, and I say, I'm sorry you feel that way, but, I don't feel that way. I'm sorry you do, but I don't feel that way. Yeah, well you should, because look at this and that, and all this and this. I say, yeah, but it's not my reality.
Yes.
I'm just thankful that I have this day, okay? Because I'm in the moment of today, and that if my maker should come for me today, I have no regrets. I live my day to the fullest, with no regrets.
Oh, the wonderful insight. Sensei Benny, your energy is, you have this very calming energy, but it combines with this fierce, it's quite an amazing dynamic, and I enjoy listening to you speak, and it's been such a privilege to be able to sit down and chat, and super inspired, and thank you so much for sharing with everyone your insights.
My pleasure.
And many thanks. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your trip here in Australia, and
thank you.
Thank you so much for being on Mpowertube today.
My pleasure. And for all you viewers that are watching this, if it makes sense to you, it was meant for you.